welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. My name is Katie. It's been a while, a long time no see, guys. Hi. So before I get into this video, I really encourage you to please don't skip through this intro. I do have something to say and it's really important, so I ask of you to please just listen. I just wanted to address the situations going on in the world, and I am not talking about the virus. I am talking about the racial injustices, the police brutality, just the whole thing going on right now, which is partly why there haven't been videos. I've definitely been dedicating myself to signing petitions, donating, going to protest, and definitely educating myself. And I feel like that is so important, and I feel like it's so important to let you know that my social media, my YouTube channel, like all my social media platforms, are a safe place for everyone, regardless of your race, your religion, your ethnicity. I don't care. I see you as a person and I see your soul, and that's what counts to me. So I just want to say that this is a safe place to be, and that although I posted about this on an Instagram post recently, but although that our lives and our content and our news feeds and our Instagram feeds are going back to normal again, that it is important that we do not stop this fight. It is far from over. We do not stop donating. We do not stop educating ourselves. We do not stop signing petitions. And I really do believe that we can be the change in this world, and that we need to be the change in this world. To say that it's 2020 and we're still fighting for basic human rights is ridiculous would be an understatement. I think it's ridiculous that we even have to, it's even up for discussion. I definitely acknowledge my white privilege for sure, and I promise you that I will be using it for good. It is important that we acknowledge our white privilege and we use it for good, and we use it to educate other people to become allies. It is important for us to educate our family, our friends, everyone, and be a part of this change and a part of this movement. So yeah, that's really all I wanted to say about that for now. Please just check out the links in my description box. I'm going to try and link everything that I have in regards to where you can, the ways that you can help, where you can donate, where you can sign petitions, where you can educate yourself. There's a lot of books, there's a series on Netflix, there's so many things that you can do to educate yourselves. I'm sorry, I got really emotional, but to say that what's been going on is heartbreaking to me is definitely an understatement again, and I cannot even begin to imagine the pain and the grief and the frustration that Black people or people of color are going through right now. But I promise you that I stand with you and I'm here. So please check out the important links that I'm going to be linking in my description box. And if you have any that I've listed or I've left out, please feel free to comment them. I can't stress how important this is. So without further ado, let's just get right into this video. Okay, so I basically categorized the questions so they're kind of all in the same category. Okay, so I thought I would start with some like basic information. So like my name. So my name is Caitlin, but I prefer to be called Katie. It's just a thing. Everyone in my family calls me Katie. All my friends call me Katie. So I prefer to be called Katie, even though my name is Caitlin. I'm 21 years old. My height is 5'4". I live in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. My ethnicity is a mix of a lot of things. So I am half Italian on my mom's side, and then the other side, my dad's side, is a really big mix of a lot of different things. So I like to just say that I'm half Italian because the mix is like a lot, but I know that I am English, French, Irish, Scottish. I think I have German, something with, I don't know what it's called. It's like Iberian. We're just like a really big mix of a lot of stuff. I look like my dad's side of the family, so I do take after the English side. So yeah, that's my ethnicity. So someone asked me, do you speak Spanish? No, I do not speak Spanish. I know a few words, I can say a few sentences, but I cannot have a full-blown conversation in Spanish for sure. So I'm gonna say that I do not speak it. I did take a course in high school, and I remember barely anything from that course. So no, I don't speak Spanish. It is a beautiful language, and if you speak it, well, that's beautiful. I wish I did, but no, I don't. I obviously speak English, but I do speak French. So in Montreal here, it is actually a requirement to speak French. I went to all like English French schools, so I did all my education in English and in French. So yes, I speak English and French. Okay, and then someone asked me, did you finish high school already? Yes, I did finish high school. I graduated high school 4 years ago, so 2016. Thank God high school was not a fun memory for me at all. I did not enjoy high school whatsoever. I think the only good thing that came out of high school was my boyfriend. I do not hang out with or talk to very many people from high school besides my boyfriend and our best friend Tommy. So Tommy, if you're watching this, hi. He loves watching my videos apparently, so. Okay, so the next set of questions are relationship related questions. My relationship status. My relationship status is that I am taken, and I have been taken with the same person for 4 years now, which is Dylan. The next question is, how long have you been with your boyfriend and where did you meet? We have been together, like I said, for 4 years. 4 years straight, never broke up, nothing like that. Where did we meet? We met in high school, actually. We actually met at a very young age, and there was like a whole funny story about it. If you ever want me to get into detail about that story, maybe I'll do a story time with him. I think that would be really funny. But yes, we met in high school. We were each other's prom dates. We've been together ever since. We were best friends for like a year before we started dating. So yeah, we met in high school. Not a question, but you and Dylan are couple goals. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. We definitely were made for each other, that is for sure. So that's it for the relationship related questions. Okay, so now we have fashion related questions. I got a lot of like the same questions about fashion, so I kind of hope you guys don't mind, I kind of merged them together. Someone asked me, how did you find your style? Ooh, okay, fashion is definitely something I have always been passionate about ever since I was a kid. I remember going shopping with my mom all the time and just like being like the little fashionista. Obviously, I didn't always dress the best. There was definitely some times that I questioned what I wore back then, but I feel like we all did. But I was definitely always passionate about fashion and makeup and beauty and all that stuff. So how did I find my style? It was basically a lot of trial and error. It takes a lot, I feel like, to find your own personal style. You kind of grow up and you realize what you like and what you don't like, and please do not be afraid to try new things. Go out of your comfort zone. I've definitely done that and loved it. I do that now a lot and I'm definitely loving it. I'm still finding my fashion and my style. I believe it's a process and you should just go with whatever you like. Don't listen to what other people have to say, and if someone says something about what you're wearing, as long as you love it and you feel comfortable and you feel confident in it, that is literally all that matters. I promise you, it's not worth it to listen to other people's opinion. It will not make you happy in life. So the next question was, how do you find inspiration for your fashion style? Honestly, I love Pinterest. I feel like I've mentioned Pinterest in so many videos already. But honestly, I will scroll through Pinterest and I look at what other people are wearing and I kind of just decide to put those outfits together. And more than half the time, it's stuff that I already have in my closet. So it's a lot of basics, you know, like I wear a lot of basic stuff. But also Instagram. Instagram has been a huge inspiration for me as well. And also just for myself, like, you know, I'll go shopping or I'll be shopping online or whatever. And I think of an outfit in my head and I keep that in mind and I buy the things that I need to create that outfit. So yeah, that's where I get my inspiration from. Okay, so the next set of questions are mental health related questions, and if you follow me on Instagram, you would know that I am so adamant about mental health. So these are very important questions to me, very personal questions to me. So someone asked, how's everything going / how's your mental health? That is a very good question. My mental health has actually, well, recently it's been pretty good, to be honest. I've never actually been this happy or like healthy, like mentally, ever in my life. I'm also accepting the fact that I've been in quarantine, so obviously you're constantly thinking, your mind doesn't really shut off, or especially with me, my mind doesn't shut off. So I've realized that I actually have some, I don't know, some things that I really need to work on that I didn't realize that I needed help with before. There's some things that I'm still not over and I still need to get through. So something that's been important to me is realizing that I do, after this quarantine is over, I do really need to go back to therapy and talk about those things, because clearly it's still affecting me and it's something that's not making me very happy. But other than that, I have been really great. I have done a lot of things to help my mental health. I have taken a lot of steps to ensure that I am happy, or at least as happy as I can be, suffering with depression, anxiety. Every day is not a good day, I promise you that. I have up and downs just like everyone else. Obviously my ups are up and my downs are really down sometimes. Yeah, but other than that, it's pretty okay. I feel like I'm on the right track, and I think that's what's important. And I think it's important that I've accepted and realized that I am not perfect, and there's still so much work I need to do and get done before I don't know. I feel I'll obviously never be 100% okay. This is something I have to live with, but if I can help myself cope and find the perfect mechanisms for me to cope, I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna keep asking for help. Asking for help is something that has always been a really hard thing for me to do. I like to internalize everything and deal with it myself, which is not great. It's basically been on and off, so yeah. The next question was, how have you been dealing with anxiety the past few weeks? Honestly, I feel like at this point my anxiety outweighs my depression 100%. I'm definitely a very anxious person. It's been really tough, especially when the quarantine started. It was really hard because I could not sleep. I was not sleeping at all because I was so nervous and anxious about everything. But lately it's been okay. It's been manageable. I found a bunch of different like things that I can do to deal with it. I actually made a video on how I cope with anxiety. If you guys want to go check that out, it's on my channel. Lately I've actually had like a breakthrough where I know I'm panicking and I know I'm having anxiety attack, or I know I'm having anxiety, and I realize the situation, I understand, and I kind of just let myself feel it, you know? Like I don't try and like, oh my god, Caitlin, stop, you can't do this to yourself, blah blah blah. Like I don't do that. I kind of just let myself feel it and remind myself that like it's going to pass and it's going to be okay. I'm not going to always be obviously in this anxiety-induced state, like where I'm like can't breathe and my heart is racing, I'm shaking and my palms are sweaty. Like it's not gonna last forever. It might feel like it's lasting forever, but I know it's gonna be over soon. And definitely telling my friends, or talking to my boyfriend especially, has been the biggest support the past 4 years and will always be my biggest support. So talking to him is always great. I literally just have to tell him I'm freaking out and he will help me breathe, he'll calm me down. So that is how I've been dealing with my anxiety lately. Someone asked, will you be talking about mental health on your channel? Yes, definitely. It is something that, again, I hold near and dear to my heart. I definitely believe in talking about mental health. I believe it should be talked about more. I know that for me, like personally, there's nothing for me to be ashamed about. It's okay. I've gone through that period of time where I was ashamed to talk about it and I didn't want anyone to know about it, and now I'm kind of just like, you know what, it's normal, and I want to be able to help people and make them realize that you're not alone in this at all. Okay, like at all, you're not alone. Mental health will definitely always be a topic on my channel, I can promise you that. Okay, so then someone asked me, how can I forgive myself after making a big mistake? How do you self-heal? This is a hard question just because I don't know the nature of the question, what happened, what was the mistake. I don't know anything about this person's life, obviously, or what happened. So I'm gonna give some really general advice on what I would have to say. Honestly, I know this is so cliche to say, but we all make mistakes. It's a part of life and it's a part of learning and it's a process. I have definitely made huge mistakes, massive mistakes, multiple mistakes in my past, and I do not let that define me today. Obviously it's helped me get stronger and build me to be the person that I am today, and I accept the mistakes I made and I've learned from them. So I feel like every mistake is a learning experience. Whether you take that and learn from it or not, I believe that it's important to realize everyone makes mistakes. So then they said, how do you self-heal? Self-healing is definitely a process. One thing is you need to accept the fact that you've made a mistake, and if you can, apologize where needed, and obviously just work from there and promise yourself that you are going to learn from that experience and do better and be a better person and take steps to being that better person. I hope that helped. I don't know the nature of the question, so I really hope that helped. Okay, so someone said unrelated, but I just hope that you're safe during this quarantine. Oh, thank you so much. I really hope everyone else is very safe during this quarantine as well. Okay, so next we have YouTube related questions. So one question that I actually got multiple times is, what made you pursue YouTube / like what inspired you to start your channel? Which I think is a great question. I have honestly always wanted to start a YouTube channel. I've grown up watching all these amazing YouTubers that I still love to this day, and I've always constantly been inspired by them, and I've always wanted to do this, but obviously before it was not the right time for me to start the channel, just because I was going through a lot of inner demons, I guess. I was fighting inner demons. It's a hard thing to do, and I didn't want to rush into it and not like it and just like give up. So I wanted to make sure that I knew this is something that I wanted to do. I've always been into YouTube. I really like to help anyone out in any way I can. I want to share my fashion, my beauty tips, my hair, my everything, you know, my skincare. I think that that's really helpful. That's something that I grew up with, and I just really wanted to try it. It's also really fun for me. I love doing this. There's one thing that I will say is that I wasn't ready before, because one of the main reasons was because of, like, obviously when you put yourself out there online or anywhere, you're going to get hate no matter what you do, no matter how perfect you are. Nobody's perfect, but no matter how perfect you are or how perfect your life seems, like, someone's gonna always have to say something about it, and you have to be okay with that. Not be okay with it, but you can't let it affect you, and you can't let it anger you or get you upset. I know that I've received a few things that I got kind of like upset about. I let myself feel that for 10 minutes and then let it go, because it's like, at the end of the day, it's not important. What other people think about you is definitely not important, so you have to be really comfortable with it. And I grew up really shy also, so talking to a camera is so much easier for me than talking to people in person, because I get really anxious and shy. So this is kind of a way for me to express myself and to be myself and show everyone that this is who I am. And it's somewhere that I feel like I can talk to people and reach people about things that they might need help with. So I really hope that that answers that question. Okay, so then someone asked me, can you subscribe to and review Ipsy products? Of course, yes, definitely. If you don't know what Ipsy is, it's a monthly subscription box that you sign up for, and you take a test, and basically you, like, it's a test of your preferences, like what your skin type is like, whether you're oily, dry, combination, whether you're acne prone, what your hair type is like, what nail polish colors you like, if you like lipstick or highlights or different things. And basically every month they send you, depending on which box you get, they send you some items based on your preferences. So I feel like it's a great way to try new makeup products or new products without spending an arm and a leg on these products and then end up not liking it. So I actually did subscribe to them recently, and I'm still waiting for my June monthly subscription. It's at the end of June. I still haven't received it, but I will definitely do a review and whatever every month that I do get the subscription box, if that's something you would like to see. Okay, so the next few questions are Disney related questions. So the first question is, are you going back to Disney? I really want to. I really hope I can. But obviously with this whole thing going on in the world right now, I cannot, and I'm not comfortable with going back yet. Definitely when there is a vaccine and when I feel comfortable and my family feels comfortable to go back, we definitely will. I'm for sure going back. That is my happy place. So then the next Disney related question is, what's your must-ride Disney attraction? This is hard. This is a hard question because Disney is so, well, I'm talking about Disney World here. So Disney World is so big, and it's really hard to say, but I feel like for me personally, it would probably be the Pandora ride, like the Flight of Passage ride when you're flying on the Banshee, because I just feel like no matter what, no matter if you like Avatar or not, whether you like, I don't know, you like Disney princesses, you like Star Wars, you like different things, I feel like that ride is perfect for anyone, whether you're old, young, in between. Like, it's perfect for everyone, and it's an experience, and it's beautiful, it's magical. It made me and my mother cry. So yeah, my father really enjoyed it as well. My boyfriend and my brother loved it. But also, I don't want anyone to yell at me for this, but I've never actually seen Star Wars. My whole family has, well, the people that I live with have seen Star Wars. They love Star Wars. So as someone who's never actually seen Star Wars or experienced it, but I went to obviously the Star Wars like Galaxy Galaxy's Edge thing. And being there was absolutely incredible, regardless if I saw the movie or not. And flying the Millennium Falcon was Millennium Falcon, I don't know how to say it, but flying that was absolutely an experience that everyone should experience, whether you like Star Wars or not. I think that that is definitely also a must ride. Okay, so now we're gonna move along to the Harry Potter related questions. I'm so happy I got Harry Potter questions. So someone asked me, what is your Hogwarts house and why? That is a very good question. I actually was speaking to one of my friends about this recently, and it's a funny story actually. So growing up, the first time I ever took the test, I think I received Gryffindor for sure. And then as I got older, when I was in high school, I think I got Slytherin. And then I got Gryffindor again. So I feel like I'm always on the cusp between a Gryffindor and a Slytherin. But recently, especially before going back to Universal, I took the Pottermore quiz twice. So I used 2 different emails to take the quiz more than once. And I got Slytherin both times. Without a doubt, Slytherin both times. And I'm actually the only Slytherin in my family. So my dad's a Gryffindor, my mom's a Hufflepuff, my brother's a Hufflepuff. My boyfriend is actually Slytherin, but I really think that he would be a Gryffindor. Anyways, I feel like when people look at me, they don't see Slytherin at all. But I can explain why I got Slytherin perfectly. I can see why I was put into Gryffindor, because I guess you could say I could be very brave and courageous, and basically I've been through a really horrible time in life. I've gone through a lot. I have experienced terrible things in my life, and definitely bravery and courage has definitely pulled me out of some of those things. But I feel like at the end of the day, I am definitely a Slytherin, because yes, bravery and courage were definitely a component to helping me get through that in life, but definitely my determination, my resourcefulness, and just like my overall my determination has definitely got me through the hardest times of my life. And I feel like those hard times in my life has definitely shaped me and made me into who I am today, which I'm definitely proud of. So I am very much a proud Slytherin for sure. And I feel like there's this weird misconception, well, it's not weird, but there is a misconception about Slytherins, that we're all evil and mean and all that jazz, just because the way Joe Rowling created the house and who she put in the house. And I feel like there wasn't much good shown in that house besides maybe Snape at the end. But yeah, I just feel like there's this really bad misconception that all Slytherins are evil and all Gryffindors are good. Definitely a Slytherin and very proud to be one. Thoughts on butterbeer at Universal? That's a really great question. Butterbeer at Universal, I've had it hot, cold, frozen. I've had it all different ways. I definitely prefer the frozen version of it, but I do think that it is way too sweet, and would only have it maybe like once. But like the last time I went, I think I had it twice, but I was just like dying. It was too much. Like it was way too sweet. But I feel like it's definitely a must try for anyone who loves Harry Potter, and anyone who doesn't love Harry Potter. It's definitely a must try drink, but I do believe that is way too sweet. Okay, so now we have some like miscellaneous questions that I couldn't really put into categories, so we're just gonna go through those ones and then it'll be the end of this video. So someone asked, do you find that Invisalign is worth it? Proud of you, love. Keep on thriving, baby girl. Thank you. Do I find that Invisalign is worth it? Yes. If you didn't know, I do have Invisalign in my teeth right now. Obviously you can't tell, I got my elastics removed recently. But yes, I do believe that Invisalign is worth it, but it's only worth it if you know that you're going to do it properly and wear it every day and follow all the rules and the requirements of having Invisalign. So obviously if you don't wear them properly, or you don't wear them every day, or you don't wear them for as long as you're supposed to be wearing them, then definitely your teeth will not move, and obviously it's not going to work, and it's just a bunch of money down the drain. Braces might be a better option for you just because they're always in your mouth. You don't really have to worry about doing that. Obviously you have to clean them a lot, but definitely Invisalign is a lot more maintenance and a lot more rules. But yes, I do believe that it is worth it, especially if you're somebody who is terrified to get braces like I was. I really did not want to get braces. I didn't want metal in my mouth, and these definitely hurt a lot less than having braces. So yes, Invisalign is definitely worth it. It has changed my life. It has changed my teeth for sure. I've had it for a year now and I honestly love it and would recommend it to everyone. The next question is, oh, not really a question, but how do you look so effortlessly good? Girl, no. Nobody looks effortlessly good. I promise you. Well, actually some people do, but it's definitely not me. I promise you that. There's a lot of effort that goes into my every look, outfit, whatever it is. There's a lot of effort involved, so I promise I am not perfect at all. Nobody is perfect, and I'm definitely far from perfect. Thank you anyways. I appreciate the compliment. It's hard for me to take compliments. I know, it's really bad. Okay, so that is going to conclude the end of this video. I really hope you enjoyed and I answered all of your questions appropriately, or the way you wanted to. I just thought it would be a fun, like, lighthearted kind of sit down and chat and kind of get to know me a bit better type of video. I'm definitely coming out with more videos, I promise. I have a workout challenge coming out soon that I'm doing, the Chloe Ting challenge, and I'm going to be updating weekly on that. So each week I'll have a video and it's for 28 days. And also I have very exciting stuff coming up to do with clothing, so be ready for that. A lot of people have been begging me for another clothing haul, and I promise there are multiple actually coming really soon, so be ready for that. But yeah, anyways, I really hope everyone is safe, happy and healthy like always. I really hope you enjoyed. Bye.